Shock the system.
And welcome to this week's episode of the Angrygeeks. I am Lewis Perry. That is Jamie Dolan. And is he making his bed? What are you doing? Hey!
I'm screwing. Mind your business.
He's screwing. Hey, before we get started, I have to share something that through a family-minded perspective, I just fell in love with tonight, and I want to share this. And look at that! I saw that. I know, isn't that's adorable? That should be like the Angrygeeks Christmas card or something like that. I just saw that, and of course, she used it as her profile picture too. But that is the most coolest picture I've seen all day. That is just awesome. I love that picture. Is that from today? Jamie, I can't hear you. Your mic is dead.
There? Jamie?
Yeah, she's here, but her. Yeah, hold on. She unplugged herself. Hold on.
Oh, okay, hold up. Hopefully I won't drop this. Keep going.
All right, what are you doing? You know, here we are. We're recording live.
Don't fall. Don't break. Don't break. Don't break. Don't break. Don't break. Don't break.
We are professionals here, ladies and gentlemen.
No, we're not. Oh, wow. This thing is heavy.
Anyway, we are the Angrygeeks. We're a weekly podcast, and we're a weekly public access television show. And this week, every week we have a top 10, but this week's top 10 is going to be a little bit different. And once Jamie gets back, we're going to discuss that a little bit. What's the matter?
I can't even see you over my tablet.
Yeah, you got your new artist tablet, didn't you?
This thing is huge, and I cannot. And it's heavy. I'm kind of worried it's going to knock the table over, and I'm going to lose everything. No, but it brings everything. It brings the whole. Okay, I'm going to do it like that. Okay, I can see you a little bit, though.
Are you better now?
I'm so happy.
So anyway, we got an interesting top 10 this week, and the top 10 was actually brought to us by a listener and a fan. And once Jamie gets back, we'll go over that. Ali, what's new? Have you ever read the book, What's Killing the Children?
That's my favorite book. That's my favorite book.
And Jamie's back.
Oh, wait, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, now we can hear you.
I don't know what that was.
All right. Well, anyway.
But yes, that picture was taken. I left work, went to the farm, and then I've been home for 3 minutes, and I hopped on here. So, and my wonderful child, my photographer extraordinaire, took that for me.
J-Bo, I don't have an echo on.
I do have an echo.
Nope, I don't have one. Is that better? Hi, Aviva. How are you?
Is there an echo?
Well, anyway. Okay. Yeah, that picture, I absolutely adore that picture. That's like
Thank you.
Jamie, what's the name of the horse?
Jack.
Jack? Okay.
Yeah, he came with his name. So it was funny. This has nothing to do with anything, but I'm on all these horse groups on Facebook for like horse rescues and adoptions. And there was a horse that was his identical twin whose name was Jack Frost. And I almost had to buy him to have two Jacks that are twins.
Thank you, J-Bo. I see what I did. Anyway, we have a special top 10 tonight. No, Jamie, I texted you, but I knew you were at the farm.
Why aren't the messages popping up on the screen?
Okay. Here you go. Hold on one second.
There we go.
Hi, Aviva. How are you?
Hi, Aviva.
Hey.
And Jay Kennedy. We have to get Jay on. Ali has yet to experience Jay Kennedy. We have to get Jay. Oh, actually, you did during AngryCon. We do have to get there. And
get my mug.
How much is a horse?
Oh my God. Who asked that?
Carl asked.
Carl.
How much?
Carl, you can get a horse from free up to literally tens of thousands of dollars.
I'm afraid to see what kind of horse I get for free.
Actually, I mean, not bad, but Jack was like $2,000.
Okay.
And well.
Hi, Tom. Okay. Wow. Hi, everybody.
Hey. Okay, well now it's funny that Tom Polo is here.
Really messy. Wow.
My
room is really messy. Wow.
Well, I know I have a bunch of crap behind me too, but that's because I had to. So, long story short, Ian sprained his ankle, and we have an elevator in our house. So
yes, I know.
But I was using the elevator from my cosplay closet that I had to empty out, and that's what all that junk is behind me.
No.
All right. Yeah. Well, Tom Polo, it's funny that you should be here tonight because Tom Polo he gave us the subject for our top 10 this week, and he also gave us the subject, but we can use it as tonight's topic as well. So the top 10 is going to be a little bit different, and what it is what is the top 10 things that you've always wanted for Christmas but never got? Yeah. So
this is my FU Santa list right now?
Yes, pretty much.
Basically, yeah.
Smith. Oh, yes, we will talk about Boba Fett, Chris. We will talk about it. And J-Bo McNeil says he still has the hooker cheetah for Jamie, and he still has a Joker for me and a Christmas gift for Cody. I gotta pick him up. And Carl says Kevin Smith. Okay. Thanks, Carl. We appreciate that. For Christmas. Oh, okay. All right. So anyway.
I'm pretty sure we get him as a guest, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, maybe. You never know what the Earplug Podcast Network could do. I mean, we had quite a few people from Kevin Smith's universe on and even hanging out with Jamie and I before. So you never know what's going to be in store with us in the coming months to coming years. Now, cosplay contest. We're getting slammed, and so this week we're not going to have one. We're going to have two. We're going to have two cosplayers of the week.
Can I I thought of this just now.
Sure. Absolutely.
So for the cosplay, can we do like the 10, maybe pick 10 and do a quick video and then the winner every week so we can see the other contestants too?
Yeah, we could do that, but this week we have two of them in the bullpen or whatever you want to call it. I do have to update the website. They're all going to be on the website, but we have two coming up today, and they're pretty cool. We know both of them.
I'm in a weird mood today. I'm like making faces at myself.
I'm here. I'm more worried that I didn't bought the tablet, and I'm really afraid it's going to take my computer table down in the middle of the night. It's really big.
Really?
Yeah, I could barely see Lou.
J-Bo McNeil says I wanted world peace, but I kept getting screwed on that one. Jay, we all want world peace. So Ali, let's start with you. Going on number 10. What is the one thing that you always wanted for Christmas, or that you want for Christmas that you're pretty sure you ain't gonna get?
Okay, my FU Santa list starts with my Knight Rider that I always wanted. Yeah.
Okay.
Saint Nick, you listen to me? Yeah, Saint Nick. Yeah.
So you want the model, or do you want the Matchbox car? Or do
I
you
want the car, the toy car, the model car that literally about this big, and you hit a button and it turns to super suit mode, And
Well,
I got
sure with the amount of people we know, we can get that for you.
I mean, I don't want I don't want Michael Knight because I got my shaft. I got my shaft doll downstairs in the basement, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my shaft doll in the car, and the shaft going to represent me, and so it'll be like I am the new Knight Rider.
You are Knight Rider. I like that.
Okay.
You know what you need to do, Ollie, when we go to a con, when they happen again, you know how they have those booths where they print you in 3D, like they take the picture. Like I have one. Make one of you.
And Jamie, that's why you're my favorite person. I'm sorry, Lou. You just got bumped out to 50.
Oh, we could put Ollie in the red shirt too, like Michael Knight. That'll be pretty
right.
fun.
Like he can totally have an action figure of yourself with your car.
I'm so doing that with my car. And then I'm gonna have it like I'm gonna do like the old MC used to do with the big old chains, and I'm gonna be like Flavor Flav with the clock. I'm gonna have Knight Rider around my neck everywhere I go.
Amazing.
J-Bo McNeil says he had that one. It's cool.
Yes.
Wow. So Jamie, what's number 10 on your list?
Oh boy. Okay. Gosh. Should have been thinking about this while Ollie was talking. There was so much stuff that I wanted.
I'll answer Tom. I have the Samuel L. Jackson one. Tom. Yes, I couldn't find Richard Roundtree. I just found that. So they had the Samuel L. Jackson with the glasses, and sadly, I lost the glasses during my move. So that's a sad thing. That hurts.
God, we were like poor. There was so much stuff I wanted. I think number 10.
Do it again, Luke. Do it again.
Oh,
I can't put them in any kind of order.
Hold up. Do it again. Okay, go ahead, James. Go ahead.
You are ridiculous. Tom Bowles says the coolest song of all time. Oh my God, you are ridiculous. Jamie, what's on your list?
Okay, this is really cheesy. And I did end up buying it for myself because my mom wouldn't get it for me, but I wanted one of those. It was like a cowboy and Indian playset. You know how they had those? And it had like the fort around it. My mom would not buy it. I mean, I knew my mom was Santa, but yeah. I think for like 2 Christmases, I asked for it and it wasn't going to happen. But yeah, that would be my 10.
All right.
See,
make it cooler.
See, there's nothing wrong with that, Jamie. When I got my first job, I bought Voltron, the lion set.
You know how I bought it too?
Ooh.
We did we had a contest at school. I was in elementary school for we had to make like a drug anti-drug like poster, and if you won the contest, it got put on a flag that would hang out in front of the school, and you got a gift certificate to Toys R Us, and I won the contest.
Oh, cool.
And that's how I bought it.
Cool.
Yeah. Little weird story. I'm writing this down. I have to think.
I just realized I got the dad look on my face like, I know what you do in the bathroom, son. You weren't going to the bathroom. Washing hands.
My number 10 that I always wanted and I never got was the Planet of the Apes treehouse from Mego. I always wanted that. And and I never got it. I always got something stupid, and I never got.
Wow, Talk about it's a thought that counts, Lou. Like you just like pick the toy around, you open it up, you like this. G.I. Joe's? Thanks a lot, Mom.
No, I used to get. This is no lie. When the Dukes of Hazzard,
that he just got the brand new puppy.
No, listen. When the Dukes of Hazzard was on TV, if some of my family members are watching, like my Uncle Anthony or my Aunt Barbara, they'll tell you every Christmas I got the same freaking models over and over again.
How do you get the same models?
It just happened.
How does that?
No, I just open it up and like somebody would be like, hey, Cooter's truck, thank you. And then the next year, someone else, hey, the cop car, thank you. I would always get the same models every year. Hey, Tim Jones, how are you?
Hey, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
And J-Bo McNeil's chiming in on the topic, and he says, my 10 is the G.I. Joe USS flagship. That thing is huge, man. I don't even think it will fit in the geek layer. Oh, my God. That's a good one, Jay. Ali, what's your number 9?
Oh, my number 9. I'm guessing, but I already bought it. But I'll say it now. The Voltron Go Lions.
Oh.
Now, which one, though? They had the big one and they had the small one.
I wanted the big one, but my parents were... I wouldn't say they were cheap. I mean, back then, boys and girls, Voltron was very expensive. I mean,
it was. It was.
I mean, I'm talking about like you were lucky. I was lucky to have the Transformers I had, especially Optimus Prime. Because those things I look at now, back then they were expensive. I mean, they're really expensive now. You go for Generation 1 original, but they were really expensive back then. So I didn't get Go Lion. What I did was I got like this little. I remember it was like a remote control Go Lion toy, and I remember I broke it because I tried to get a piggyback off it, but that's a whole nother story. Fun fact, couldn't carry me.
Wow. And J-Bo said they had the Lions and the vehicle Voltron. Which one did you want?
I actually wanted the Lions, and fun story, I used to run home from school because I had just enough time to catch part of Voltron. If I walked, I was going to miss the whole thing. If I ran, I caught at least 15 minutes of it. And I used to get really upset. But I used to get really upset because I was huffing and puffing, and I made it in time to see the vehicle Voltron, and I hated the vehicle Voltron. I thought he was a whack.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
And guess what I got for Christmas, though? I got the little miniature vehicle Voltron. I was so bummed. I had a remote control Go Lion that I broke within a week. And then I had the little miniature Voltron car that didn't even come apart. It was all together. Couldn't even separate them.
Oh, poor Ali.
That was so not true sympathy. That was awful.
Look, this is the guy that was upset that he didn't get to play in the A-Bell. We got upset with every other Christmas present, including kicking a puppy. That his brand new puppy with a little ribbon on it.
Oh my God!
JB, what's your number 9?
This one's funny. A non-rotary phone.
What?
A non-rotary phone?
We only had rotary phones in our house till I was like in middle school. I'm not even kidding you.
I saw one of those recently, and
I don't know, what do you call a regular phone with the buttons? I don't think it has a name, but yeah, like all we had. And I just would, you come home from school every day, and my best friend's number, I'm not going to say it online because they still have the same phone number actually, but it was literally like the beginning, and then an 8, and then you go back to the beginning, and it just would take forever to try to call her. Like I could run to her house faster than I could call her. And I kept asking for a regular phone. I actually wanted one of those clear ones that you could see all the wires that like everybody had back then.
I had one of those.
Yeah.
I think my sister had one.
Didn't happen. But
And
a
Batman
touch tone
says,
phone.
touch
Thanks,
tone
Matches.
phone.
Yeah, I sound like an idiot.
And J-Bo came in at the same time with touch tone phones. Jamie.
Trust me, there's some millennials probably. They're millennials looking like this. Don't think it exists.
Sometimes I just forget these common sense things.
Jamie, trust me, they're probably millennials listening right now. Like, those things never existed. What are you guys talking about?
My kid. Yeah, that'd be my kid.
Like this. They all started with flip up phones and,
Did you
then
see-
eventually got smartphones.
There's actually a video on YouTube where this dad gives his two sons a rotary phone and says if you can figure out how to call whatever, I think but they couldn't figure out how to call somebody on the rotary phone. It's pretty good. Like, look it up. It's fun to watch.
You know what? I can't get mad at them because I recently came across a rotary phone, and will you believe I forgot how to use that thing? And I kept looking at it like this, like I used to work with this. I had one of these, and it took me I looked at it for a good 10 minutes, and I was like, oh, and I started messing with.
Yeah, you gotta go all the way down.
All the way. Then you had to wait for it, and I was like, "This
exactly what it sounded like."
You were getting chased by a serial killer. You were done.
That's what J-Bo just said. If you had to dial 911, you were screwed.
Seriously.
You just had to figure out. It was best you to figure out yourself. Like, you know what? Figure out.
Wow. My number 9, I wanted ColecoVision.
What's Coleco?
Or in television. I wanted one of those two so bad, and I got Pong instead.
Didn't they just bring back Intel? I think they brought Intel back, didn't they?
In television, I'm not sure, but
yeah, I think it came back. I think they brought it back.
Their controller looked like a dial tone, a touch tone phone. It was the weirdest controller in the world, but I wanted in television, and I wanted ColecoVision, and like I said, I got Pong, so I was kind of bummed. Those were the first consoles. That's correct, J-Bo. And I wanted one of those bad boys, and nope, none for me.
Well, I remember I got Atari 1600, and I'm not ashamed to say it. E.T. is still one of my favorite games. I don't care. I said it. I went there. Catch me outside. What? I dug that game.
Tim Jones says that we had cans with strings. It was a small neighborhood. Ali, what's your number 8? What did you want?
Wow. See, it get kind of thin now because, I started getting things.
I know 10 is tough. That's what I'm writing them down as I think of them. I'm like, what in the world?
Good Lord. I really can't, because after a while, I just started getting things I wanted, and also I would kind of be, unlike you, Lou, I was kind of grateful for what I got.
I did say it was. Oh my God! Stop putting words in my mouth. Aviva said Mark wanted those consoles too. He only had the Atari 400. And Mr. X is back. Mr. X says Merry Christmas to all, especially Ollie.
Especially Ollie.
Oh, thank you, Will. And then old Lou making it weird again. Good old Lou, they know how to ruin things.
So,
you like that creepy uncle at the barbecue. There we go. What do I have? I would say games. I would say certain video games I wanted that I didn't get. Like I remember I wanted Sega. Not Sega Genesis. I eventually got Sega Genesis, but I wanted Sega, and I just got Nintendo. Even though I know the whole entire block had Nintendo, I think I wanted to stand out and have the Sega. So yeah, Sega.
Okay.
Sega.
And Wolfie is back. Hey, Wolfie, what's going on? Tonight's conversation is that our top 10 things that we wanted for Christmas that we never got or will never get.
That is AKA the FU Santa list.
Well, but a lot of these things for me, I have to say, like, I didn't get them for Christmas, but I did wind up buying them for myself when I could. That's Nero.
See, he all got a top 10 too. I hear you, Nero.
He does. He's
So
like,
Jamie-
oh, the food.
What's next on your list, Jamie?
For me, it was a light table for drawing because I was
Ooh.
just really getting into drawing back then, and I really wanted one. Never got one.
I got one though for a contest I won.
Really?
Yeah, I never got one. I would use them at school, and that's kind of what. And yeah, thank God for that. In like the school library, I would take out all the how to draw books. And that's really how I learned. But yeah.
My where are we on? Number 8.
That's 8.
I always wanted the original Kiss Migos when they came out. Now, granted, a couple years ago, I was able to score an original Ace Frehley, but the rest of them, to get them complete, it's an arm and a leg. But no one got them for me because they were marketed back when I was a kid. They were marketed as dolls. So, of course, in that era growing up, my parents and all my uncles like, dolls are for girls.
That's why I couldn't have the cowboy and Indian playset because they were for boys.
Yeah. But yet the other Mego dolls, like my Superman, my Batman, that was different. I was like, well, what is different? I don't get it. And it's probably because it was Kiss. That's the difference. Yeah, right there. But I always wanted to, because I would probably still have them today. Because I have all my Migos, but I always wanted that. Always wanted those 4. And if you go on eBay, you look for them, and
they gotta be pretty expensive.
Oh yeah. Now, what is Wolfie saying? I'm guessing Lewis's number 1 is his own championship belt. Kiss Dolls came out in 78. I always wanted those, and that's what I just said. Now Anne-Marie says, Jamie, I'm with you. I sort of want a large drawing table. My huge easel is my fave.
Yeah, an easel too. Always wanted an easel. Oh God. Yeah.
Hey Jim.
And Jimmy
Hey
P.
Jim.
Hey Jim, how are you? All right.
Well,
what's next?
We are on 7.
Okay. Jamie, you brought something up to me. Brought something to mind. Y'all remember the little toy, that little thing called Light Brights?
Yes.
Yeah.
I loved mine.
Huh?
I loved mine.
You had one?
I did.
Wanted one badly. I asked for like 6 Christmases straight.
You can get them now, and they're like the flat screen version because they used to be like this wide.
Oh,
like
I know why I'm buying it Friday.
And now they have them at Target actually because I was looking at them. I almost bought one just to,
actually, the original Light Bright was the size of like a 13-inch television.
It was, and it was that like the back of it was that big.
Yeah, it was really.
Yeah,
they had a warning on the J-Bo McNeil would probably.
Yeah, they did. I remember it.
There was a warning on the back of it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it had a regular house light bulb in it. So, and that's why, because it was deep, but it had the bulb in the back, and you actually put black paper over the front, and the paper would have a pattern that you followed to put the little pegs in, so they lit up to make whatever design.
Oh wow!
But those little pegs, they hurt worse than
Legos. Yeah, they did.
Oh my God!
Yes, they did.
J-Bo McNeil says that it put out a lot of heat, and it used an 80-watt light bulb.
I was gonna say it had to be like a huge wattage because I do remember how hot that thing got. Now they probably have LEDs in them. Probably. That's why they're because it's like this. The box is this big, so it's got to be even thinner.
Well, I just remember that was what I wanted, and I never got it. And I was just like, I'm kind of bummed because I'm a
light bright, artist. Light bright. Turn on the magic of color lights.
Hold on. We're getting Keep the comments coming, people. We're trying to catch up with them. J-Bo said that he wanted the Cobra
Terror
Terradome.
Dome.
Whoa. I don't remember that. I don't remember what it looked like.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah. Anne Marie says the light bright also doubled as a space heater.
Yeah, it did.
I believe it.
And for somebody like me that's cold all the time, it was great. That's probably why it was one of my favorite toys.
And Jimmy P says light brights never go out of style. Granddaughter has one. Gum old. And Tim Jones says my number 7 was a Space 1999 full-size Eagle ship. Unfortunately, it broke. Apparently, they don't fly. Tim, I had the smaller die-cast version of the Eagle, and it was the one where you press the back and the head popped off. That's the one that I had. That thing was amazing. And it was heavy too. But then again, I was only like 9. Jamie.
All right. My number, what are we on? 7? This
7.
one's funny. I wanted one of those scooters that you would play with in school that you always ran your fingers over with. What was it? The like scooter things that you would sit on the floor. It's almost like and like you would always wind up rolling over your fingers because the handles were like on the side, and if you weren't perfectly centered, you'd like
they were like an oversized skateboard almost.
Yeah,
sat on them, and yeah. Why would you want somebody so crazy looking?
Well, we had. I know, but
they were this like soft and handy. You weren't careful.
I know. Well, our house had this long downhill driveway, and I always just thought it would be amazing to go flying down the driveway in one of those. Yeah, those. Nicole knows what I'm talking about.
Says, for gym class. Yeah.
Yes.
I remember I think I failed the class because I refused to get on it, and like when I did it, I didn't move. It was like the teacher was like this. You gotta move your butt. Son.
You gotta scoot. You gotta like you're wiping your butt on the floor.
Well, it's possible like this. Look at this thing. This thing's dangerous. I'm like,
this
is all you getting from me, Mr. Thomas. And he kind of looked at me like, well, I guess you failed the class for today. And I did. Well, I'll pass it tomorrow. But today will not be that day. I got up, got back in line, and I could. That's all I had to say about it. I remember those things, Jamie. Good Lord. You're a brave person than I could. To this day, I will not get on that thing. To this day.
Tim, Wolfie, and Jabo probably going to understand what I mean right now. I always wanted the green machine.
The green machine.
Did that it one of those monster truck?
No, the green machine. Did any of you guys out there listening right now, especially those of you listening on the Earplug Podcast Network, know what the green machine was?
I gotta look this. I gotta.
Is it like is it a steam cleaner?
No. Yes, Jamie, it is. No, the green machine.
I think it is these days. I think Bissell makes it.
Yes, see, Tim Jones knows exactly what the green knows what it is. You had growing up, you had the big wheel, and then you had the green machine, and there you go. J-Bo McNeil comes up.
I had like a big wheel.
Yes, but it was made. The green machine had like these stick shifts in the middle that you were using, and it had these big tires in the back, and the counterpart of the big wheel. That's right. And the commercial was like so cool. This like really cool kid got down on it and comes flying down the road and moving the stick shifts like this and spins out. And Tom Polo says,
did he do a skid at the end? They always do a skid.
Yes, yeah, you did a skid at the end. Never had a green machine, but always racing with my big wheel. That's why I wanted it. I wanted that green machine, and yeah, I never ever got one. And Tim Jones says he had to put blocks on the pedal because you sat on it like it was like the original crotch rocket. That's exactly the way it was.
Cool.
Yeah, it was badass. And Aviva says Mark finally got his big wheel when he turned 30. Oh, the green machine was just so cool, and it was just awesome. And J-Bo says that on the green machine, it was way What?
Easy
On the
to.
green
It was
machine,
easy to drift on.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, and that's what they showed you in the commercials, and I was like,
Yeah, I remember.
that.
Now that you say that, I vividly remember that commercial.
Yeah, and my parents were like, "No." I was like, "Damn."
No drifting for you.
Yeah, I know. I wanted one of those so bad.
Like I said, I just saw it look pretty cool. Like I kind of
Yeah,
want one now.
You know what the fun part is? We're all grown-ups now, so we can buy these things if we want them.
I think I would look real weird if I pulled up to my job.
And,
Who cares?
Look at the geek layer.
Do you know what? So many people would probably be like, "Oh my god, you have one of these!" Like
They
it
probably
wouldn't
like,
even be
"Oh my
weird.
god, you took that on the highway?" I'm like, "You darn skippy." carpool lane and all.
Yeah, but the green machine, man. I always wanted those. Ali, what do you got?
This is from He-Man. Eternia.
Ooh,
This
I
is
want
so
Eternia.
funny because my number 6 is He-Man toys.
Yeah, I want Eternia, but it was so big, I knew I wasn't going to get it because I knew it must have been expensive. I was lucky enough to get Castle Grayskull, so I knew my chance of getting Eternia.
Well,
Sorry,
You almost lost Jamie, everybody.
I had an earthquake.
J-Bo says that yes, Jamie, but we can't fit on them.
Hey, where there's a will, there's a way.
Correct. And Anne-Marie says, I'm only 5 feet. I could still fit.
Yeah.
Ali, Eternia, now, J-Bo, the toy hunter, he would probably confirm this. They only made that to limited pieces, just like the G.I. Joe carrier. And it was super expensive back then. There was a whole bunch of stuff you could do with that. And
it was huge. I mean, it had like a little, I remember it had like a little helicopter.
Monorail. Yeah, it had a monorail on it.
And like, I mean, it would literally, it probably would fit this entire, it probably would take up this entire space.
Yeah, but you know what is weird though? Like, I thought the same thing about, because I had the Crystal Castle for She-Ra.
Sure. Yeah.
And it, like, I remember this thing being massive, and then I saw one at a con actually, and the thing was so small.
Yeah.
But I think because my perspective then, because I was so much smaller, it was like this huge thing.
Yeah. Because my Castle Grayskull, I remember I thought it was huge, and I saw it recently like this. Oh, you're a tiny little thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I have my Castle Grayskull still with my Snake Mountain. They were here in the lair,
Snake Mountain is like a puppet, right? You could
no. The Snake Mountain, it actually has a microphone that comes off the back, and it's supposed to change your voice into Skeletor.
But didn't it have something where there was like a monster coming out?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That was
Hordak.
I had that one with a little trap tree, and you know.
Yes.
Yeah. Ali, they are re-releasing Castle Grayskull set. Yeah, I know. I have no room for it though, because like I want to get the whole new He-Man set and along with the Castle Grayskull, but there's no place in this my studio for it. It was like I'll really be sleeping on the castle.
I'm not digging the way the new He-Mans look. I see him at Walmart, and I'm not digging it.
I can see why. I mean, it's I'm digging it because I always felt that his arm should have been able to move instead of always look like they're curling.
Just like this.
Yes. He looked like
I'm just gonna walk around like this.
And thighs look like he just like in a mid half squat, and you know.
Yeah.
Like he's not sure. He gotta go to the bathroom. He's not sure, but he knew he shouldn't have had the chocolate milk.
I think the problem was he trusted that fart.
I think the fact that he kept the bubble in tight. Cause he said, I'm only wearing this woolly mammoth underwear. And, you know, Tila, I'm trying to make a move on Tila right quick. But, you know, I'm riding Battle Cat, and Battle Cat get real irritated by fart. And you don't want to piss Battle Cat. Can you imagine farting on Battle Cat? You think Battle Cat probably pissed? He's like this. No, you did not. Did Pat break wind on me, man?
All right, and Christopher Robin says that he wanted the Fright Zone, and Wolfie says that he wanted the Lionel train set. It was another thing that he always wanted. And yes, Jay, I know all about Marty Toys bringing back Snake Mountain. Jamie, you're next. What do you got on?
Mine was He-Man toys because I had all the She-Ra toys. I had everything, and there was actually a little boy, Jamie, that lived up the street, and he had the Castle Grayskull and that other. And we moved, and we would always play together. I had She-Ra, he had He-Man, but then when we moved, I lost that, and I wanted that, but my mom wouldn't let me get it because those were boys' toys. I really wanted them.
The next thing.
I was the opposite. I secretly wanted She-Ra dolls also, but since I was a boy, I said I won't dare put this on the Christmas list.
See, and that was my problem. Like, I literally everything I wanted was boys' toys because boys had such cooler toys, and I think like She-Ra was the only toys that I was allowed to have that I actually wanted. And I have two younger sisters, and they would always want Barbies and baby dolls, and they, and they would always get us the same things. So it was fair. And I don't want to say I hated every Christmas, but it was like, I didn't want,
I completely get it.
I totally get it. I mean, go ahead, Lou.
All right, now you can get them today, and they had them out there, but it wasn't the same as the original. I wanted the original Spider-Man web shooters from the late 70s, early 80s.
I didn't know they had that.
Now they also made them for Captain America, which were kind of dumb. But the Spider-Man ones, what they did was when you put them on your wrist and you loaded it, it had, when you had your pop gun and it had the stick, like the plunger stick on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's what the web shooter had, and it tied a string to it. And the commercial for this. Yeah, it was like really cool. In the commercial, the kid was like running down the street, and they had like a Mego doll that looked like Peter Parker, but he was on top of like this semi truck, and he was being kidnapped. And the kid jumps on the ground, and he goes like Spider-Man, and the suction cup thing shoots out and hits the back of the truck, and he pulls it. The suction cup on it. Yes, J-Bo. J-Bo knows exactly what I'm talking about. And he pulls it with the string and it comes back. And I'm like, oh, I want that. Now, I'm pretty sure I know why my mom and dad did not want me to have that. Yes, they probably thought I would probably try to swing on the stupid thing. So I never got them. But you could actually order them out of the back of a comic. And it was like $2.99, and I was like, oh, I wanted this. But yeah, I wanted them so bad. They were so cool looking, and you just put them on your wrist. You guys know I love wearing stuff on my wrist, and just like walk around.
Never know.
Yeah, I always wanted that. And just like today's the web shooters that come out, they shoot the liquid out and all kinds of stuff.
I say it's probably like, I would assume like a silly string type of
it's like these were concealed like Spider-Man's. They look just like Spidey's in the comic, just like Spidey's in the cartoons. You could fit them underneath your shirt, and you could actually be like Spider. I'm pretty sure that's why my parents didn't buy them. They probably
because there would go Lou trying to swing from trees and whatnot, and like the ceiling fan.
Crash like a moving car with it, and like the person that's stopping like this. God dang it, Lou! This is the 15th time, man. I told you I'm not a big robber.
And look at this right here. Tim Jones says, I had a web shooter, but it was taken away from me when I shot my dad in the head at the entertainment. True story. Wow. And Brian Rose says he's been hunting for comics for the last Ronin variants, hoping to get the thank you variant. Yeah, Brian, I seen your message the other day. If when I'm out in the hunt, if I find any, I'll let you know. Karen Jeffrey is saying we got a lot of new faces tonight. This is awesome.
Hey,
remember, you can grow muscles from stuff on the back of those comics. Yes, you could.
I worked with Karen at Target. Karen, I love you and I miss you. She's the best.
She's the best.
Nero.
It's great.
Sorry.
He is.
Here. ripping the couch cover.
Oh, well, it's okay because Sophie's unwrapping Christmas presents underneath the tree.
Is it the one with your
I
kiss
love
shirt?
him.
What?
It's the tie-dyed kiss shirt.
No, it's not the tie-dye kiss shirt. My God. No, actually, she unwrapped one of Katie's gifts and one of Rose's gifts. That's what she
That's
did.
amazing.
Ollie, what do you got next?
Ooh, wow. Lou, did you go? Oh, yeah, you did. You did a web show.
He did.
The
Oh,
web
wow. Like I said, I pretty much got everything I wanted when I was a kid.
What are you doing? Come here.
I'll say probably was, I'll go back to Transformers. I did get Master. Was it the Autobot radio, Boombox, the Autobot Boombot one?
Soundwave.
Yeah. No, not Soundwave. That was the Decepticon. They had, I want to say, Blaster.
I know what you meant. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted him.
J-Bo says that he wanted Omega Supreme, the Transformers. It was the first animatronic Transformer ever made.
Oh, I had Omega Supreme.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. I didn't even know half these things existed.
Yeah, Omega Supreme. I remember that guy.
And Christopher Robin and J-Bo both said Blaster.
Yeah, I wanted Blaster. I wanted him. I didn't want Soundwave. I wanted Blaster. I wasn't into Soundwave for some reason. Though I wanted Ratchet, but I found out you had to get Soundwave to get Ratchet. And I said, well, I don't want Soundwave, so I guess I won't get Ratchet.
Oh, sure.
Well, Chris says he has two.
Oh.
And yeah, Chris says he had. What the hell are you doing, Jamie?
I threw the ball for you.
I was looking too, like,
he brought it back.
I was looking, I'm like this. She playing with the dog. Like, what she did do?
And J-Bo McNeil says, well, Jamie, they didn't want girls to have toys.
Yeah, but I feel like that. Well, I mean, they did, but there's like Barbies and baby dolls that peed themselves. Why do I want that?
Yeah, I know.
I never understood the baby doll that peed himself.
I don't understand baby dolls. Like I'm so not a maternal person.
remember the commercial.
The fact that my child has lived this long is a miracle.
Do you get surprised? Every time he tells you his birthday like this? Ooh, you made it that long? Good for you.
Yeah, exactly. I raised a survivor.
The Toy Hunter is back. J-Bo says Walmart has a reissue of the Blaster now.
I have to check it out then. I have to go check it out. But yeah, I just remember Blaster being real cool looking. I remember, actually, James, you get a kick out of this. We had this one girl, I think her name was Jen, back in I think it was maybe second grade, maybe third, and she had a Blaster.
Oh,
she was playing on the bus, and I was just in awe of her, kind of like, and all the guys were like this. All the boys were like, that's for boys,
right? Isn't that crazy?
And I was defending her, maybe because I wanted her Blaster, but I would.
You're like, maybe if I defend her, she'll let me have it.
I knew she wasn't gonna let me have it, but I wanted to play with it for a little.
Yeah,
Never happened, but I mean, I'm like, hey, she can play with that if she want to. And she was like, thanks, Ollie. I'm like, you're welcome. Can I hold it, please?
Oh, fuck her, get your own.
Can I touch it?
Pretty sure that's what she said too. Like, no.
Oh, Jamie, what's yours next? What's next for you?
I wanted one of those like boom boxes with a CD player because CDs were cool back then.
Mm-hmm.
We must be really scared about the kid that was born in the 90s. Like, what?
I know. Like, what?
Like, they talk about He-Man.
The greatest thing was like, I had like a Walkman CD player, like trying to fit that thing in your pocket. Oh my God. The thing was like the size of my head.
How cool do you feel? Remember the cool kid had the waterproof one though? He used to rub it in. Like, oh, I could go on slide.
That was like bright yellow that had like bright yellow with rubber. Like, yes.
And you all rub it in like this. I could go on water slides and my walk would be fine.
That was my cassette Walkman. I had the waterproof one.
Yeah. I remember the waterproof one. I think it was yellow and gray.
Yep.
And
It was.
I want to say it was Sony.
It was Sony. Yeah.
I want to say it was Sony. My friend had one. He actually had two because he was trying to be cool, and so he went on a water slide, and the thing fell off the clip. It fell to the water, and they said yeah, we can't get that out of there, man. It's gone. And he was all mad, and we all clowning him because he was rubbing it in our face, but he had to go buy a new one. You listening? You watching it right now, Joe? And I'll give you another one. Go on.
My next one is, in hindsight, looking back, I can see why I never got it. Because again, my parents were probably thinking the boy will kill himself. No, in the mid 70s, late 70s to 80s, again, J-Bo and Tim Jones will probably remember. Tom Polo will probably remember this as well. Huffy, which is a bicycle company, Huffy's still around today. They came out with an exclusive Evel Knievel bike.
Oh, here he goes. Yep.
Oh my God.
You would have killed yourself. You've been trying to do stunts. Lou would not be here today if he had that bike.
Because I had like this. You know what would be great right now if we had our own podcast. If only.
Because I had the toys. I had the Evel Knievel with the Rever. I had the rocket bike. I had the smash up derby Knievel's car that he had. See, Tim Jones remembers right here. Yes. And I wanted this Huffy bike so bad. Huffy Evel Knievel bike. Loved it by J-Bo McNeil. And I wanted that, and it had Knievel #1 on it. It was painted up just like it. And no. And Anna Maurice's Michael's brother had that. I always wanted it, but no. Mom and Dad Perry probably said the boy.
Because he didn't when he tried to jump over 12 cars.
Dad.
And then you know what he would do, Ali? He would have jumped over 12 cars and then tried to shoot those webs out and suction himself or something, and it would have been all over.
Why try to go through like a fiery hula hoop?
Yeah. What are you doing? Look at what's here.
J-Bo right there. It gave me many trips to the hospital. See, yes.
Did Knievel ever had a successful stunt in his life? I mean, without breaking bones.
He had many. Evel Knievel had many of them.
I mean, without breaking bones or whatnot, or going to the hospital. He had
many successful stunts in his life. Yes.
Okay. I just remember him.
That bike, it was just amazing. All right, Ali, what's next?
I'm gonna go with those G.I. Joe bases. I always wanted those, and they were huge. And I don't think it was because I was a kid thinking they were huge. No, I think in real life they are still huge. Those G.I. Joe bases.
You're talking about the actual play sets, because J-Bo said he wanted the Cobra Doom headquarters, and he also wanted the helicarrier. So you had different play sets for GI. Is that what you're talking about, or no?
No, they had the base. I never had the GI Joe headquarters.
Okay.
So
Nero.
Oh, Nero.
He's giving me wet willies. That's what he does.
And Anne-Marie says that she wants a dirt bike and still does.
Get it, Anne-Marie.
Yes,
do it.
Bring it to a con. Wear your Hawk Girl cosplay. Bring it to a con. That would be badass. I really think.
Yeah, it would.
All right, Jamie, what do you got?
What are we on? Number
2,
4?
Right? No. I hope not. We're running out of time.
Can I just give you I'll give you my 4.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it was a Super Nintendo, which I never got, because my number 3 was to have Mortal Kombat, which my mom said I couldn't have because she said the game made me too violent. And it's a true story, because I was playing one Mortal Kombat game. My sister walked in front of the TV and I died. So I threw a CD case at her and it cut her forehead. And then,
They're sworn enemies ever since because it not only did I have it happened the day of the prom.
Yeah. No. Ugh. And then I wanted a puppy for my number 2, and a horse was my number 1.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And my how many we got? 4. Mine would
yes.
have been
Yeah.
the remote control Zebra 3 that came with the Migos. You put the Migos in there, Starsky and Hutch, put them in there and drove them around. That's what I always want. I always wanted that. I always wanted the original from 1983, the heavyweight championship belt from Rocky 3. I wanted that belt. And if I go to look for it today, no, never going to get it. Way too
Never
much.
gonna get it. Not this time. No, you're never gonna get it.
No.
Sorry.
That
I'm restraining myself from going with that woo woo part. So
Do
you're
it.
welcome.
Woo, woo, woo.
You're welcome, bro.
Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Never. Sorry, that's like the best part.
I always
really
wanted
is.
the Hall of Justice, the Hall of Justice, or the Batcave for the Migos. The only thing is, when I did go over to a friend's house to play with it because they had it, the Migos didn't fit in there, especially Batman with his ears. They were all crunched down. So I was like, well, I really want it, but nah, do it. Yeah, I
Remember that like the thing with the toys though. A lot of toy companies like they really weren't communicating with one another, so they like this like they ship it out, and they find out like, oh, this really don't go with this, does it?
It doesn't fit.
It doesn't. Well, because this one was made in China and this other one was made in Sweden, and we didn't have internet back then, so they were like this. I guess it works.
And now my number one, what I want, this is kind of going back to the Green Machine, but I always wanted the ride-on speeder bike from Return of the Jedi. The one that the stormtroopers rode. Those things were badass. I mean, they were like a bicycle, but it was in shape of a speeder bike. I don't know, J-Bo, you probably remember this. Same thing with even Christopher Robin. He probably even remembers this. You sat on those things, and they were shape of a speeder bike, just badass. I always wanted one of those, and I never even seen them in person. Just badass. Ali, what do you got?
Okay, these are in no particular order, but I'll go right back to Knight Rider. You remember Knight Rider, the power whip, the little big wheel Knight Rider? Remember big wheel Knight Rider?
I remember that one.
I wanted that.
Yes.
And you hit the button and he'll talk. I wanted that one. And then when Power Wheels came out, boys and girls, it was a thing. You wanted a Power Wheel, you were lucky you got one. I wanted the Knight Rider Power Wheel. Yes, I was a Knight Rider head. Get over it. It was the 80s. We didn't have coffee cars. Tesla wasn't around back then. Sorry, what the dude name? Oh, who cares? Anyway, Tesla wasn't around back then. It was like with his sorry, I meant the Boring Company, man. What else? What that? Those are 2. Oh,
yep.
Back to Voltron. I wanted, even though I didn't like the cartoon, I still wanted the vehicle Voltron thing just because I thought it was cool. Because it was bigger than the other the Lion Voltron.
Okay, I know what you're talking
and I
about.
wanted all the little toys that come together. And I remember one kid brought it to show and tell, and I kept looking at it. I was like this. Not that I was going to steal it, I just wanted to touch it.
Elon Musk,
thank you. Elon Musk, thank you. Like, nope, before he was there, before we had his little driving by the self cars. No, I wanted that. I wanted the vehicle Voltron. What was the other one I wanted? Gosh, guys, when I eventually got them, and it didn't improve my basketball game, but I wanted Reebok pumps when they first came out.
Yeah, they were pretty cool.
They were pretty cool. Totally pointless.
I had these shoes. They were called kangaroos, and they were my favorite. And they had like a little pocket. In the top.
I had them.
Yeah,
I had a pair of Roos.
I loved those shoes. Never used the pocket.
Bradley. Yeah, I did. I used to put my money in it. I got them at Bradley's, and I put my money in the pocket. Yes, the roos were awesome. I had like gray and blue ones and gray and red ones. I loved those. They were
I did
comfortable
too.
and everything.
I wanted the Reebok pumps. I wanted them bad, and my parents saw the price. They were like, "Nope."
Well, anyway, guys, before we wrap up, we got to get the cosplayers.
Yeah, the cosplayers.
We have 2 this week.
All
First
right.
up, this one in the email. We got it in the email. This is from also a AngryCon entry. Spider-Man himself.
Ooh, nice Spider-Man.
Look at that. That is amazing.
Nice. Did he make that himself?
Very good, Spidey.
Yep. Corey is just an incredible cosplayer. His Spider-Man are off the hook. He does a lot of different stuff, Corey Lancaster, besides Spider-Man. But this one, he's in the running for cosplayer of the year. I tell you that right now. This is just incredible. His Spider-Mans are off the hook. I mean, do you guys agree?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Now, the next one. This one, it just comes out of the blue, out of nowhere. Chandra.
Oh, yeah.
Chandra,
absolutely.
Wow. Yes, she is just an amazing cosplayer. Alice in Blunderland herself. She not only does she do, Lightning, she does Red Hood. She does Starfire. She does so many different cosplays. She got nominated by a few different people sending me different pictures of her. I had to pick this one because I did use Starfire in a promotional video for our cosplay contest, so I didn't want to throw that one up there. But Chandra, this is, she's one of my favorite cosplayers, one of my favorite people.
Me too. I love Chandra.
Actress, but you actually pull it off better than she did.
Yeah, look at that. Now, I know that costume was fabricated by Raymond.
It was.
Ray.
Yep.
Oh.
Now,
no wonder, because Ray's a genius anyway, man.
Yeah, Ray is a genius. And Ray is a former Angrygeeks cosplayer of the year. So but Chandra pulled this off, man. I just dig this.
Yeah, she's perfect.
She got nominated.
Both very well deserved.
Yeah, very well deserved, man. I'm digging it. Next week, the way it looks, we might have to have 3 next week because we're getting slammed. We have until the end of the year to do this. So Jamie and I are going to have to do some homework, and the website's going to be updated. All these pictures are going to be on the website, and the winner of this contest is going to get that box about this big, about that wide, full of stuff. We'll be in contact. So, yeah, definitely. Anyway, Ali, tell everyone where they can find you.
You can find me in front of the computer, taking out the plastic of my new tablet and praying that my table do not fall apart in the middle of the night. Or you can find me at Ali Montgomery on Facebook. My art name, Nuinxo, Noinxo. And literally, I'm so sick. This is a big, I could barely see when I let it go, it goes, okay. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to watch Netflix.
The war's over. The war's over. The war's over. Jamie, where can they find us and you every week and on social media?
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and at our website. Just search for The Angrygeeks. See, it's way easier to say it that way. Mm-hmm. And I'm that Wonder Woman. That one on all the things.
And remember, guys, like, share.
Subscribe,
and listen to the Earplug Podcast Network. And we forgot to talk about The Mandalorian because I know we're going to spoil it for people. And
Assassins.
And Assassin's Creed. Yes, I know. Oh my God, we're going to have to. Maybe we'll pull off another show this week. I don't know. I don't think so because I don't know. But we got so much stuff to talk to. But I had fun tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll talk to you guys next week. See ya.
Bye.
This has been an Earplug Podcast presentation, found on earplugpodcast.com, iTunes, SoundCloud, and wherever your favorite podcasts are found.